News you can use from your North Mississippi news source, DeSotoCountyNewsroom.com.
Welcome to DeSotoCountyNewsroom.com. I'm Kristen Terrell. The next general election is set for this coming November 8th. That's November 8th, 2022. So why have two men thrown their hats in the ring for a seat that won't be on the ballot until August of 2023? Two Republican candidates, Michael Lee and Thomas Tuggle, are off and running in the race for DeSoto County Sheriff. Current Sheriff Bill Rasco has been in office for 15 years and does not intend to seek re-election. With no incumbent to challenge, the race is wide open. But the filing deadline is not until January 2023. So, will this early start mean these men run out of steam? They're flooding social media with messages about the future of fighting crime in DeSoto County. Two men with roots here back to their births. Both have experience in law enforcement. Both think they've got what it takes to protect and serve the citizens here. Michael Lee is happy being early out of the gate. Currently serving District 5 on the DeSoto County Board of Supervisors, he says he announced his intentions early so he could get his message out. He says God laid it on his heart to run for sheriff.
I feel like it's my time to help protect the citizens and the children and do what I know best, and that's law enforcement.
When Thomas Tuggle retired as the director of the Mississippi Law Enforcement Training Academy, he immediately announced he intended to become DeSoto County's top cop. Tuggle says that's because Sheriff Bill Rasco asked him to run.
And he asked me to consider running for sheriff. Prayed about it, talked with my wife about it, and after careful consideration and a lot of thought, I decided to go ahead and fulfill that request.
Being tapped as Sheriff Rasco's choice for his successor so early has given Tuggle the chance for the public to get to know him. He's certain his experience, from being a combat Marine during Desert Storm to retiring as a lieutenant colonel in the Mississippi Highway Patrol, will win voters over. And
Team Tuggle, our goal was to get out first and talk about my qualification, let people know who I am before we go out and start to ask them to support me financially.
On Michael Lee's side of the fence, nearly $200,000 of campaign contributions are already in the coffers. He knows his early campaigning will come with heavy bills, and he plans to continue fundraising until the August 2023 primary election.
And we felt like it was time for us to go ahead and make our announcement. And it was early, but, I think it's paid off for us. We get a lot of publicity with it. We hear from a lot of people. I've got a lot of good support.
Lee knows the sheriff's job well, having served the department in various jobs, including assistant chief. He began serving District 5 as supervisor in 2014. You can often find him working at the barbershop he owns off the square in Hernando. He has plans for the sheriff's department, which include increasing the presence of school resource officers and adding a perimeter division to protect our borders. And he's looking for community involvement under his leadership.
Crime Stoppers, what a program. It works. Your neighborhood watch groups, that program has been proven and it works. So we need to get the community back involved. We're going to do that.
Thomas Tuggle as well has big plans for his sheriff's department. His vision also calls for more school resource officers placed to become mentors to students. He'll utilize federal grants and a state surplus to help pay for his programs, also controlling the DeSoto County borders to keep criminals out.
The challenge that Thomas Tuggle is putting on himself is to make this county the safest county in the country. And if you look at history and my record, I don't think we'll have a problem doing that.
Who will be DeSoto County's next sheriff? If no Democrat runs, it's likely we'll know after next August 8th, when voters make their choices in the primary elections. It's easy to see what each of the candidates have to say about the issues by going to their websites. You can find Thomas Tuggle at thomastuggleforsheriff.org. Michael Lee's site is patriotsheriff.com. Already, the first votes are cast in the November 8th elections. Absentee voting opened Monday, September 26th. From 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, you can cast your ballot in person now through November 5th at the county clerk's office. That address is 2535 Highway 51 South, 2nd floor in Hernando. The clerk's office will also open on 2 Saturdays from 8 to noon for absentee voters. Those dates are October 29th and November 5th. If you must vote by mail, call the county clerk's office at 662-469-8350. The clerk's office also makes it easy for voters to see their sample ballots. Mine I found on DeSotoCountyMS.gov. You can see that besides various local, judicial, and school board positions, we voters will be deciding who will represent us in the United States Congress. Registered voters are able to simply type in their names and click on their voter registration information, where there will be a sample ballot button to click at the top of the screen. You can also find out how and where to register to vote. The last day to register to vote in the November 8th election is October 10th. The cities of South Haven and Horn Lake are in federal mediation with Memphis, where their wastewater is treated. It's part of an agreement made in 1975, which made the acquisition of federal funds for wastewater treatment available. Memphis wants to stop providing the service to North Mississippi from its T.E. Maxson treatment facility. The current contract ends in September of 2023. South Haven Mayor Darren Musselwhite sent us a statement confirming the city's belief that a federal judge will order Memphis to continue providing wastewater treatment. Musselwhite says, quote, "I believe Memphis is wrong in their attempt to unilaterally end this agreement, and the facility still has the ability to meet future capacity needs. The district, comprised of South Haven and Horn Lake, has a plan to redirect flows possibly to DCURA or a new Mississippi treatment facility if the results of the lawsuit require this. But it is a very costly change, estimated at about $230 million. Horn Lake Mayor Alan Latimer is also hopeful about the outcome of the lawsuit to keep Memphis providing services. He says the district and Horn Lake are studying possible funding in the event Memphis maintains its current position. Back in 1975, Memphis needed more households to be able to procure the federal funding to help with wastewater treatment. Memphis now says it has been subsidizing growth in its southern suburbs across the state line. This is the reason Memphis wants to stop services to the two North Mississippi towns. All the parties in the agreement are in federal mediation regarding the wastewater services. The Olive Branch Police Department is the force behind an event this weekend to reach out to the community. Saturday, the police department and local churches will host Serve Day on Saturday, October 8th. It's part of the Faith and Blue Weekend, which many cities across the country will observe. From 9 a.m. to noon at participating locations, you can find free services like haircuts, children's eye exams, car washes, and other car services, and you'll be able to donate to food drives, and the YMCA will be there with its Y on the Fly program, bringing exercise equipment, a smoothie machine, and free books. You can find the location nearest you at the website obms.us/observed.com.
Serve Weekend is coming up October the 8th here in Olive Branch. Tell us a little bit about that effort and why the city saw the need to get involved in it.
Yeah, the mayor created several different pastoral or different advisory committees, and one of those is the Pastoral Advisory Committee. And we've met a couple of times with the different pastors of the local churches here in our area, and this was a way that we could come together as different churches to meet the needs of those in our community, and we were trying to figure out a way that we could do that in a tangible way to show the importance of our citizens here in the city, and this was a way that we saw that we could do it.
Now that coincides with another effort called Faith and Blue. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so that's something that Chief Cox came to us and talked to us about a Faith and Blue weekend, which it covers that entire weekend of the 8th. And it just so happened that it worked out well that it was a way that our police department could interact with the citizens and with our local churches and come together and serve our community.
These two events take place this weekend, and on that note, I find the weather mayor, Sam Reichert, at my side. Sam, I know that folks are hoping for beautiful skies and mild temperatures.
Well, Kristen, I don't think the weather could be any nicer for these weekend events. Whether you're serving or the Faith and Blue or any other outdoor activities, it's going to be perfect. Low humidity, lots of sunshine leading up to the weekend. It's going to warm up. The hot day will be Thursday. Temperatures in the middle 80s, and then a cool front moves in that sets the stage for this delightful weekend. Friday, sunny skies, high of 76, low 48, only 70 for high temperatures Saturday. So most of the day will be in the mid to upper 60s, and then up to 74 on Sunday. And then Monday, as those events conclude, high temperature 76 degrees. I'm Sam Reichert. Back to you, Kristen.
Thanks, Sam. You know, we can't look far enough ahead in an extended forecast for this, but a new type of holiday light show is coming to DeSoto County beginning in November. Light Garden will feature beautiful displays at the Olive Branch City Park. Tickets are now available for nightly displays, which begin November 22nd until December 31st. The event is more than just a light display, though. Organizers are planning a winter carnival under the lights with food trucks, fireworks, a Christmas market. Several special events are on the schedule. A 5K to benefit the Make-A-Wish Foundation, a military appreciation night, dog night when furry family members can join in, and on Christmas Eve, a special homily featuring the Christmas story and caroling is on the agenda. The show wraps up on New Year's Eve, featuring fireworks and ringing in 2023. The Light Garden hopes to attract folks from all over the Mid-South. To see more about the event and to buy tickets, visit lightgarden.com online. Well, that's our show for this time. I'm glad you joined us. I'll see you next time. I'm Kristen Terrell.